Will I Fit by Samantha Scott. An introduction to my life is that my name is Samantha Scott. I'm a freshman at St. Francis University. I'm from New Providence, New Jersey. I play lacrosse. My position for lacrosse is midfield and attack. I am an exercise physiology major with a concentration in physical therapy, which means that I'm actually in the 4-3 program, meaning that I'll stay at school for 7 years, 4 undergrad and 3 graduate. So, the personality test that I took tested 5 components of my personality. It tested extroversion, agreeableness, consciousness, neurocentrism, and openness to experience. I scored average on extroversion and conscientiousness, and low on openness to experience and agreeableness, and very high on neurocentrism. College made me really emotional mentally and physically because of how stressful lacrosse was and how stressful the schoolwork was. So that's why I scored low on this part, and that's a weakness that I'm going to have in my career if I don't fix that, because it's very hard to focus on your career if you're very emotional. I also like alone time a lot, and I also like time with others, which is kind of weak because I should really be able to work with others in the major that I am pursuing. And I need to be a little bit more agreeable because I'm kind of tough and critical, which isn't really a plus in my career field either. I am reliable, organized, and self-controlled, which is a plus in my career choice because I need to be reliable and organized to be able to be a physical therapist. I also took a test on motivation. In my motivation assessment, I scored a 21 for achievement, an 18 for affiliation, a 22 for autonomy, and a 15 for power. I have a large desire to excel and improve on past performances, which will help me in my major because if I mess up someone's diagnosis, I can always go back and bounce back from it and fix the next one. I scored highest for autonomy, which means that I have a desire for being self-directed. I scored the lowest on dominant power, which is the desire to influence and direct others. I did agree with my results for this because I do need a little bit more motivation from myself instead of just relying on others. It will help me a lot more in the future. If I focus more on motivating myself for fitness tests, that will help me in my future as well. I also took a test in communication. There are 9 different components for this dimension: dominant, dramatic, contentious, animated, impression leaving, relaxed, attentive, open, and friendly. I scored highest in impression leaving and friendliness. Friendliness will definitely help me with my career choice. Leadership. Leadership is very important in my future profession. I am more task than people oriented. Task orientation is associated with getting the job done. I agree with this, and it will help me with being a physical therapist. I like getting jobs done quickly and efficiently and less on the group aspects. This also can be negative in my career choice because I will be working a lot with others and need to be good at communicating and coordinating tasks with others. Decision making. Decision making will help me with my future profession. I scored a 22 out of 35, which is the mid-range of results. I am very quick to make decisions, which is a negative. I really need to take more of my time and make decisions for my future job. I need to work on my decision making skills while being here at college. So I picked an organization that I think I would work well in. I do want to work in Los Angeles, California when I'm older because that's where I grew up, and I really want to go back there for my future years. So Function Physical Therapy is the organization that I found. Here, you have the ability to have one-on-one care in a private setting with the state-of-art equipment. In the article that I read, they were the premier physical therapy facility in Los Angeles, specializing in sports and orthopedists. We believe in a hands-on approach, willing to utilize our knowledge of manual therapy techniques to achieve better results. Personal values that this organization has. They have very good personal values. They desire to fit your comfort and privacy needs. They treat you one-on-one, unlike a lot of other physical therapy facilities. They always want you to see the same physical therapist for visits. They care about you as a person. The working environment. So the equipment here is the latest equipment ever. It's one of the newest physical therapy facilities in Los Angeles, so they are very updated and they have very good equipment. They believe in hands-on approach and they only work one-on-one, meaning that there's always one person working with one of the clients. There's going to be a patient and a physical therapist in each section, and they'll always work one-on-one with you. For employees at this organization, and they each are given a certain number of patients. They work together and not apart. I would definitely work well in an environment like this because I would be communicating with others. However, I would have a patient to myself and be able to diagnose them on my own instead of having to communicate with others on this. The action plan that I'm going to take. So, I need to improve on a few things for my profession. Leadership, meaning being more people-oriented. Decision making, meaning I need to take longer to make decisions. I need to be more extrovert because I tend to like being alone a lot more than being with others. And I need to be more agreeable since I tend to not be as outgoing as I need to be for my profession. The SMART goals I'm going to take. So I want to become more extroverted. I will expand my people circle. I will join more clubs on campus. I will motivate myself instead of just having others motivate me. And I will become more of a leader than a follower. How will I gain these skills? I will join more clubs around campus and at home over winter break. I will become friends with not only my team but non-athletes on other teams as well. I will get an internship while